Hello there guys, welcome back to another episode of Grassroots to Greatness with Bolton of the Wanderers. So things have been going a lot better in the past few weeks, so here's a look at the results so far since last went with me. Yeah, that makes sense. Following the draw with Chorley, we came up against Starbridge and beat them by 4-0. Nardy Cox got one, Andrew Johnstone, Paul Berry and Joe Warren. We weren't majorly dominant, but we were very clinical, which of course is always a bloody bonus. We then travelled to Chester and beat them by 2-0. Warren and Johnstone on the score sheet yet again. A much more even contest this one, but again it was our finishing that saved the day for us. Unfortunately for Chester, not for us. Unfortunately for Chester, they just couldn't hit the back of the net. Little old Daventry then came to the Lofthouse Stadium and really put a shift in. I mean, we bossed it on possession. We obviously scored 3 goals for a Glenford Fleming hat-trick, but Daventry, they went for us. They just sort of had that YOLO attitude and just threw everything they could at us. Unfortunately for them, it just wasn't enough on the day. Another 3-0 win came against Kidderminster away. Ricky Taylor, Andrew Johnstone, who's been in good form, and Paul Berry with the goals. A very even contest yet again, but again, clinical finishing from ourselves, which has basically been one of the main reasons we've done well so far this season. Down to earth with a kaboom. We were by far the better team in terms of opportunities, possession and stuff, but Bradford PA were, for a change, the opposition should I say, were more clinical than us. 3 goals for them, just the 1 for us. Andrew Johnstone again, but like I say, he's been in really good form in the past few weeks. We levelled ourselves off a bit then with a 0-0 draw. Not the best of games by any stretch of the imagination, but better than a defeat and back to the clean sheets again, which is always a bonus. Then Gainsborough came to the Lofthouse Stadium and we picked up a point against them. Again, Johnstone on the score sheet. Naughty Cox was a naughty boy and got sent off. Very even game. It was a possession that was our strong point in this match. Disappointed only to have got a point, but when you take into consideration the man being sent off, it was a fair result. Then our last match, we entertained Alfreton and beat them by 3-1. Glenford Fleming scored and 2 goals from Paul Berry. They got one back through Callum Harris. In fact, they took the lead, should I say, through Callum Harris on the 15th minute. A game where we were dominant, more dominant than what the stats suggest, to be fair. Alfreton, they gave it a good go, but just couldn't cope with the strength of our team. So that is how we've been getting along, and that plops us back at the top of the pile for now. Just a couple of points ahead of Darlington and Rushall and Chorley and Buxton. Look how close it is. We could lose this game today and drop out of the playoff places even. It is crazy how close it is. Absolutely crazy. Glenford Fleming still in the top goal scorer, or joint top goal scorer there with 22. We're coming up against Morecambe today, and they actually have the 3rd top goal scorer in Alex Stevens, so we'll have to keep an eye out on him. What else was it? Finances, that was another one. Still struggling with those. 805k, worrying, very worrying, but that has had a knock-on effect. We haven't been able to bring anybody else in the transfer window, or since we brought in Ricky Taylor on the 27th of the 9th. We've been trying, and it is just not happening. We can't afford wages, we can't afford this, we can't afford that. It's like they're letting me offer like something stupid like £3 for wages and stuff. That's over exaggeration, but that's the way it is at the minute. It's just not going anywhere for us, and we're just having to do the best we can with what we've got at the moment. We're obviously going to have a youth intake coming up in the next couple of weeks, so that hopefully will ease the pressure a bit. Hopefully we get like a decent player for this level possibly coming in. I don't know. But hopefully we can get that sort of to help us out a bit. In terms of, I want you to have a little look and see if there's anybody else who's struggling. Port Vale are obviously down in this league, but I want to see if there's anybody else who's fallen that we haven't really noticed or paid much attention to. There isn't a minute. Oh, look at FC United pushing on up there. But I think Birmingham have been struggling. Wow, Leighton Orient down there. Oh, look at Lincoln back in the Football League. Sweet. Where are Birmingham? Oh, they must have gone up. I thought Birmingham was struggling, but clearly I am mistaken. Perhaps did they go up last season, maybe? I don't know. The 12th in League 2 now, so God knows. Nice to see Crew making a bit of a comeback now, climbing up the leagues and that. I'm just having a look. Wigan struggling in League 1. They could be a League 2 team next season. Having a quick flick through. There was a team, like a really small team, that had gone up into the Football League, and I can't remember what they were called now, but they seem to have just disappeared again. Looks like they've gone up and then come all the way back down again. Oh, wrong one. I cannot remember who the hell they were. Let's have a look in the league tables. Stages. So, League 2. Let's have a quick flick through again and see if I can spot them. I can't. It was like a really small team, and they'd done really, really well to fight their way through. And now I just can't remember who it was. Maybe I'm just imagining it. Maybe that's not the case at all. Perhaps I'm just making this up as I go along. I could have swore it was on this save. There was somebody. Clearly I am mistaken. I must be mistaken. Let's just have a little look down. Let's just have a little look down at the Vanarama League. See who's gone up from that over the years. No, it must be. Perhaps they didn't get to the Football League. Maybe they just got up into the Vanarama League, maybe. I don't know. I can't remember who it was now, but God knows. I must be just imagining it. Perhaps it was on another save and I've just not even paid attention. And I'm making it up as I go along, maybe. Who knows? Who cares? So, today we got Morecambe. And it's not very wise to underestimate Morecambe. See what I did there, Morecambe wise? See, I'm a comedian. They like I said, they've got the third top goal scorer in the league. They are struggling down at the bottom of the league at the moment. They're 19th. But to be fair on Football Manager, that means sod all, does it? I mean, we could come up against them and hammer them, or we could come up against them and get hammered ourselves, God knows. And we seem to be struggling Livecom wise. We seem to be having a bit of a mare of recent times. Very good. So Troy Shotton's injured. Fleming's still out. Holmes, let's put Holmes in. No, I don't want him in. We'll put Lambert in. What's Butterfield been dropped for? What is that all about? No, we'll stick with that. We'll give Levi Monk and Naughty Cox a run. They've been doing all right recently. Or Ricky T. I know Ricky T's a better player, but I do quite like Joe Warren. Yes, all right. Oh, good Lord, he is a bit pooped. Let's have a little look. Have we left goals on? We have. Very good. I'd like to think we've got it in us to beat these today. I would be disappointed if we didn't. But, well, that was a poor ball from Monk. What a shite start that was. Berry sends it in. Here's Warren, Monk, Cox. Oh my days. That hit the bar, bounced down and sort of swerved back into the net. That looked pretty crazy. Be interesting to see that on the replay. In off the bar, but it kind of hit the bar, bounced out of the goal, and then sort of the swerve, the backspin on it, took it back over the line again. Bit of a crazy effort. And now we have to wait a million years. Let's have a look. Here's Warren, heads it down to Monk, and then there's Cox, hits it off the. Yeah, it does. It kind of hits the bar, comes down, and the backspin on it takes it back into the goal. Cracking finish from the boy, though. Fair play to him for that. Decent start for us. 1-0 up after a couple of minutes. Died off a bit now. We are bossing possession and opportunities. This is one of those games where in recent, not in recent matches, but, you know, before the last video, we'd be bossing a game like this and then we'd end up either losing or drawing. It was really annoying. And obviously we're missing the massive player in... what's his face? What's his name? Oh my God, Fleming, that's the one. Nixon's going to have to come into the middle. And you're going to have to come off for Gonzalez. And Spooner can do the talk. Well done. Very good. I just don't want to leave Smith on there with a head injury, a possible head injury, and his sharpness and fitness aren't great anyway. So let's bury out to Warren. End of that highlight. We should be getting more than one goal in this. But apart from Fleming, to be fair, we don't have like a really awesome striker. Oh, Johnstone. Talking of awesome strikers, though, Johnstone has really stepped up. That's his 10th of the season since joining us on loan. Good ball from Monk. Johnstone from a tight angle. Poor from Vaughan in goal there. Very poor from the goalkeeper. I'm happy with that. Right, Eddie Lambert, you can come off. And those two guys have had a cracking game, so we'll let Berry come off. We'll give Butterfield a run out in the attacking midfielder role. But it looks like this is going to be, touch wood, a very decent win for us. I mean, I know we should be beating these sort of teams, but can't take it for granted. Here's Monk. Oh my God, why is nobody chasing that down? That is ridiculous. Well done, Cox. Well done, Warren. Poor ball though, really. Smith to Monk. Great ball to Lidcutt. Penalty. Kwame Holt bringing down Lidcutt in the penalty area. Is it Naughty Cox? I think it is, isn't it? Who's the penalty boy? Or is it Nixon? No, Cox. Oh, keeper never even shifted. Keeper just stood there in awe of the brilliant cock. Oh my days. You'd be peed if that was your goalkeeper, wouldn't you? You'd be really peed at him. Oh, Nixon's put it into his own net. I was just about to say, are they going to get a goal that their performance definitely doesn't deserve? And Nixon's turned it into his own net. Manning with the ball across. And what is Nixon doing there? What is that all about, you absolute donkey? I thought that guy's name was Malvin Alphabet. It's Malvin Ampati or something. Amphity. God knows. God knows, but his name is crazy. I'm really annoyed that we've conceded that goal. It's so annoying. Didn't deserve it, did they, to be fair? That'll do us, surely. Come on, ref, call it time. Thank you very much. 3-1 win at the Lofthouse Stadium. Very nice. Very nice indeed. 3-1 win, sorry. I think I just said 3-0. But still 2 points clear of Darlington, so happy with that. And we're in a good position going into the final running of the season. So obviously the next episode is going to be the last game of the season. Now, it might be that is, a league game, or it might be that it's a playoff game. God knows. What's this? John Hill has been sacked as manager of Hartlepool in League 2. It's very nice that I'm being linked with it, but that's a no from me. I'm very happy with Bolton at the minute. Really enjoying this little rebuilding of Bolton Wanderers. So yeah, the next episode is either going to be Rush all away on the final game of the season, or we may be coming into the playoffs. Who knows? But for now, guys, thank you very much for watching. If you're enjoying the series, remember just to leave a little like on, just to, you know, help me out and stuff. And as always, it's been a pleasure being in your face. Bye bye.